Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt with Operation Awesome Life here to record a short video for you on fear and how to overcome fear and get what you want. If you are someone that is a little bit fearful of something in your life, it could be absolutely anything. It could be to do with business, could be to do with public speaking, could be to do with asking a girl out on a date. It could be anything in this world. Most likely, there's an acronym that will make you feel better about that. And here's the acronym. Fear, false evidence appearing real. You may have heard this before, but maybe you're not really thinking it through. Most of the time, these fears don't really mean much. And they're really not anything we should be fearful of, but we've built it up in our mind to something, and we've thought a lot of bad thoughts. We've cultivated negative thoughts and thought things that really are not putting us in a confident mindset. So there's another quote that I really like. It's a quote from Jack Canfield, and it said, "Everything you want is on the other side of fear." And I think that is so incredibly true. If you really stop thinking about your fear and you start thinking about the thing that you want and how badly you want it, that can oftentimes help you to overcome your fear and to look past the little fear that you're dealing with to the greater future that you're going to have once you get past that fear. Another thing, though, that we should talk about concerning fear is you have to have sufficient motivation to want to overcome the fear. If you don't have sufficient motivation to overcome the fear or reason, you have to have a strong why to overcome it, then it's really not going to be something that you're going to stick with and you're going to push through. And also, it might not be something that really affects your life that much if it's not something that you really care that much about. For instance, like if you have a fear of spiders, like giant spiders, and you know that you could overcome that fear, but what's the good that's going to come out of that? Just that you can hold a spider. If that's not a big enough deal to you, then you're not going to really, you're not going to do what it's going to take to overcome that fear because you don't have a strong enough reason to actually overcome it. But on the other hand, if the fear that you have is really stopping you, if the fear is stopping you, but it's something that you truly want. If you want to ask a girl out on a date and this girl is someone that you would love to spend time with, she seems like she's a really awesome person and you'd love to get to know her more, and there's obviously a lot of benefits of you overcoming that fear, then you're going to be much more likely to do the things necessary to overcome the fear in the first place. So what do you do? How do you overcome the fear since it's causing you to be so debilitated in your life? And the answer that I can give you is you have to do the thing that you fear the most. If you do the thing that you fear the most, then you will overcome that fear. You may have to do it a few times. It may be fearful. You may be fearful the first 5 to 10 times you do it, but the more you do it, the less fearful you're going to become. It's just like when you were a kid and you were trying to ride a bike and your dad, put some training wheels on your bike and, put you on that thing. You were fearful because you had never ridden the bike before. And then you were even more fearful when the training wheels came off the bike, because at that point, now you have to ride, by yourself. But after you fell a few times, you started realizing that there wasn't really much to be fearful of, and you started really enjoying riding your bike, and you got to ride your bike with the other kids, and you were part of the group, and it was really awesome. And that's the type of motivation you need to overcome the fear, but you have to do the thing that you fear the most. And it sucks. It stinks that that's what you got to do. It would be nice if you could just read a book about it and not do the thing that you fear the most, but that's just not how it works. You have to do the thing that you fear if you truly want to overcome that fear. it could be a fear in business. You might have a fear of failing, and that fear is stopping you from such an incredible life that you could have. Your life could get so incredible, and you could have so much more of a fulfilling life if you would overcome that fear. But this extreme anxiety and fear stops you from taking the necessary risks that you need to take to overcome it. So aside from doing the thing that you fear the most, another thing that you can do that is extremely powerful is something called incantations. And Tony Robbins taught me about this. And what it is what I start to do is I write out all the beliefs, the new beliefs that I want to have. So if your belief was, or if your new thinking was you wanted to touch a spider, you say, you say, it's so easy for me to touch a spider. I love touching a spider. I enjoy touching a spider. You say these things, but you need to repeat them over and over again, and you need to repeat them with a lot of energy. So you don't just kind of like say it soft or just kind of like whisper it. You have to get up and use as much of your physiology as you possibly can. So say something like this. I love spiders. I freaking love spiders. I love touching them. They love me touching them. That sounds weird. But you know what? You get the impression. You have to use as much energy as you possibly can to emphasize it. The more energy you use, the more you're going to believe it yourself. And so you can repeat these incantations over and over again, and you can do it as much as possible. The more you do it before you actually do the thing that you're gonna do, that you fear, the better. So maybe set a date. Set a date that I'm gonna hold a spider in a month from now, in 30 days from now. The next 30 days, every day, at least once, hopefully 2, 3, 4, 5 times, do these incantations and repeat them over and over again. I love spiders. I love holding spiders. Spiders love me holding them. We're friends. I'm friends with spiders. Just whatever it is that comes to your mind. Rant off as many of them as you possibly can, and just really drill it into your subconscious mind that you and spiders are friends instead of being afraid of the spider. So do those incantations, and then after you've done it for a period of time, go out and test it out on a real life experience. Actually go and hold the spider. And if you get extremely fearful the first time, don't worry, because that's normal. But what you will notice is that when you're done holding the spider, you'll probably realize that you shouldn't have been as afraid as you were. And then you'll get a little more courage the next time to hold the spider. So then you go and hold the spider again in a few weeks, and you notice you have a little less anxiety than you did before. And you keep repeating this process until one day it's almost boring to hold the spider because there's just no fear there. No fear is there, and it's just almost enjoyment or boredom or something else besides fear something else has replaced fear. So those are the steps that I go through if I need to break a fear down. Incantations, and then do the thing that you fear the most. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and don't let your fears hold you back, because most of the time they're silly. We shouldn't be fearful in the first place. So go out there and don't let anything hold you back. Get what you want in this world. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Please like, share, and comment. Have an amazing day.